I went broke. At the point I discovered that this support of everything is not really about money.
Okay.
It can come in different ways. I'm a dreamer too, I'm a seer. There was this song I was supposed to drop, and I didn't drop it. I saw it in the dream that, like, okay, your next song should be a street song. See myself and people screaming, singing, which means it's a people song. Then I released another song. Why? Just to be sure of what I saw. The song didn't go well, with like $40,000 spent on promotion.
40K spent.
And I didn't even spend up to 20 million. Song was number 2 in the country, almost on number 1. Sometimes they come in form of numbers. They are negative numbers.
Yeah.
And they are positive numbers. And people don't really know these things. You can see 222, you can see 444, you can see 1212. If you see that kind of number, what happened next? Maybe in the next 1 week, maybe it was good or bad. So that defines the kind of number you saw. Sometimes I have so much issues when I want to drop singles with my team. I want to be like Olamide, Badoo, and 5 years, 6 years to this thing, I have an artist already, and I'm in that lane already. He has always been in the studio with me, supporting when I'm writing and all of these things. I have a weakness. Then FOLA joining me close up that weakness. I'm a street artist, everybody know. FOLA has this international sound I've been trying to create. No worry, now we go run this industry. What's up, everyone? This is Fine Boy Shmurda, and I just spoke my first on Afrobeats Intelligence with OkayAfrica. One love, keep it love.
Afrobeats Intelligence, presented by OkayAfrica.
Democratizing African music with Joey Akan.
Okay, it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. I've always been fascinated with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have. I have.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because on the basic level, what you bring into the game, nobody has it, and there's no version of it. You know how some people come into the game and after a couple of years of winning, you can find smaller versions of them. Replicas, exactly. But with you, no one can.
I don't know what to say about that. I just feel like that's divine. That's from God.
Yeah.
And I mean, and to anybody that wants to be like Bella, the sky is big enough for all of us to fly. So definitely I can support.
And when did you know, you've spent some time in the game now. I think 5-6 years?
6 years.
6
in
years.
August.
6 years in August?
Yes. My first Vision 2020 was in August.
Oh,
August 2019.
2019, yeah.
Yeah, so Badoo did remix. Then we released it in 2020, I guess. Yeah.
6 years, man. Did it fly fast?
so fast. I took note of this yesterday. I was on my note on my journal. I was writing. Then I noticed that this August I will be 6 years old. So it has been a crazy run, but we thank God. I'm still here. I'm still doing fine. I mean, I'm better. I'm getting better each time. So thanks to God.
So you journal a lot?
I started recently though. I used to write on my phone.
Yeah.
So I decided that I'm going back to the analog life because I'm tired of this digital stuff. I want to write anything on phone. I just got tired recently and I'm like, I'm going back to writing on paper and all of these things because I feel like it's more spiritual. You get to understand things more. Because whatever is digital is digital.
True.
But whatever is written is written. You can lose your phone. I can also lose this journal, but at the same time, something I've written with my hand is easier for me to remember.
And I would agree with that. I remember when I started my career, I started as a journalist in Akwa Ibom. And like actual write. And when I got my first job, I was still in university. And for me to write on right on the system. I always showed up with my notebook. So I would have to because it's spiritual. You get what you want to write. You can put it together well. And then when I type, I just do typewriter work. And as I'm typing, I'm even refining them. But the hard draft used to be there. So when I finally moved to Lagos, I did the same at the office. Then I moved to their big office, lots of journalists. And the first day I brought out my book and I dumped it on my table. And my boss saw me scribbling. And like, what you doing? I said, I'm writing the story. They're like, oh my God. They called everybody around to say, wow, this is a real writer. Yeah.
I feel it's better. I think I had more inspiration when I used to write on books.
Huh. So you were one of those artists that started off with a lot of song books.
Yeah. On the notes, I have this higher education book. I used to write my songs. So like I used to think properly of my lyrics before writing because I have to cancel and I don't want to cancel. So whatever, even book go full. So you have to be precise on what you're writing on that paper. And I feel like I need to go back to that. Now on phone, I'll just it's not really working. I feel like I have to go back to where I'm coming from.
And so far, writing on book now, have you noticed any effect on your creative output?
I feel like I'm more reasonable. I just don't write anything. I'm more reasonable when I'm writing.
Because you don't want to cancel.
I don't want to cancel.
And how is your handwriting? Did you miss it? Did you miss your handwriting?
I miss my handwriting. My handwriting used to be so fine, but now, dude, it's a serious something. But it's fine, sha.
And the way you create, since you're on the topic of writing, the way you create, when you check your lyrics, I find a lot of intersections. There's spirituality in there. Even when you talk of the spirituality, of course, there's the reality of our existence. Even when you talk about women, there's a lot of love in how you work. And I keep wondering, why does the spirituality, that part, why does it matter so much? Because even the writing, you said it's spiritual.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of me. I mean, we are all different.
Yeah.
You understand? But everybody has this spirituality. You just have to discover it. Discover which part of it. You understand? For me, I feel like if I wasn't an artist, I might be a preacher. I might be a motivational speaker. I feel like that's my purpose. And I've been trying to implement that in every of my music. I feel like if I'm not doing music, I will be a motivational speaker. I'm just this person that I easily cheer people up. I easily get to people's deep part. Understand? So, and I feel like that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. And it should also reflect in my music. And I mean, you can't take that away from my music. I can't even do without it when I'm writing. The spirituality has to be there. Even in my voice, you can feel it that, yes, there's a sense of spirituality in Bella Shmurda's voice.
Of course, music is a way to impact people, and you've done a lot of impact. But in your private life, what drives a person to look at another person and say, hey, I mean you well, and I want to make sure you're okay. I can cheer you up, even if it's the words I share or even just impacting my spirit into yours.
Okay, I feel like that is a special gift. Not everybody really wants to know how you're doing. Not everybody wants to really care. I feel like that's a gift from God to some set of people. They really want to do things. They really want to impact. They really want to care for you. And it's like a feeling. You know, when I see someone, I usually have this feeling that this guy need help. Even if I cannot do it, I know personally that this person is going through something. This person needs help. Anything I can do at that moment, I try to do. Even without you speaking, there's that feeling I used to get because I feel like it's a gift for me. I easily feel when someone is in pain, when someone is going through a lot. I easily feel it.
Let me call it empathy, just the general idea or the general notion that you can connect with the person based on what they like, based on like experiencing what that person is feeling. Telepathy will tell you, people don't need to tell you anything. As long as you have your senses attuned to it, you just pick it up. When was the first time you knew you were like this?
I feel like when I was younger, my mom used to tell me like, whatever money my dad gives me, I go back to give her. That she needs it. I always do that often when I was younger. Whenever my dad give us money, because when we were younger, my parents separated.
Okay.
So sometimes I go to my dad's house, sometimes I stay with my mom. So whenever I go to my dad's place and I come back with money, I give to my mom and tell her even my clothes, can she wear it? That's what she tells me that. I used to ask her, can she wear my clothes? I dash her. So I feel like since I was young, I have been like that. And I'm just trying to make it a purpose in my life, a reason for living. Yeah, so I feel like since I was younger, I used to be like that.
Yeah.
You understand that? Like, I mean, I just share my money around. Sometimes I don't eat. I try to like share my things, everybody. I just want to see people happy. And I feel like that's my purpose.
And what does that joy, that happiness on their face, what does it do for you?
Most times I feel fulfilled. I mean, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I've accomplished something. It feels like an achievement to me. Like, okay, I've made something happen today, and I'm okay with it. So there's this extraterrestrial joy I get from it.
And going through, so I'm just trying to understand this. Just moving through the world with your hand open, caring about the next guy more than yourself, giving all of that. Are there points when you've not been driven to do this? And have there been any moment when you've not been driven?
I personally, I feel like at some point I was being extra. I was overwhelmed with it. You understand? But I mean, I to every disappointment, there's always this blessing. And if I do this thing and someone else fuck up or do something, I mean, I have a reason to move on just because it is part of me, just because it gives me joy. So I'm not waiting for your reaction or your feedback or what I'm getting back from what I'm doing for you. I'm not waiting for the return. So I'm not doing it for returns. Okay, so whatever it is, I just do it and move on. I'm not waiting for returns.
And I have been an empath for growing up. Now I'm less. Maybe I have a lot of empathy, but I've learned to not act out on a lot of them. Because growing up, I believed in angels. I believed everything was good. Everybody needed to be helped. That I can carry the weight of the world on my back. And so sometimes it's like, on a personal level, it's seeing your friends suffer and wanting to like help, or seeing your friend go through something and trying to like help them in any way that you can, whether it's talking to them or sharing your things. And then I moved to Lagos. And bro,
it was crazy.
It was crazy. Because when I moved to Lagos,
a lot of people to help.
Yeah. Apart from a lot of people to help, when I landed in Lagos, I landed in Ojueleba.
Okay.
And so how could survive? And I was on the street.
Yeah.
So surviving in the street with your hand open like that, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, definitely. You came to Lagos. I was born in Lagos.
Oh yeah, true.
So that's the difference. I grew up in this chaos, in this Juju Wala and everything.
Yeah.
So I've been able to know like possibly who to help, and who not to bother about. And if I thought I want to help, I'm not waiting for return, as that's the key of helping. That's the key of supporting someone. Because if you're supporting someone for return, then personally, I feel like spiritually, you are breaking the rules of the universe, because you have to give and not look back. So whatever you can give and not look back is what you should give, and that's the rule.
I like this. I like this conversation because I'm trying to learn how being generous plays out in your life. Because you're considered but before I go into how that intersects with celebrity life, when you give back without return, when you give without putting an expectation on a person, doesn't that contradict itself in a way? Think about this now. Think about this. You have a guy who needs help with something. Maybe he needs money to start a business, or he needs you to introduce him to someone to help his career move forward. And then when you give that person that thing, you might not be expecting material help, but you expect that person to make use of what you have provided well. Yes. So it might not be a return, but it comes with an expectation.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well understood. And I will say this, whatever it is the person has done with your help is his return. It's his return.
True.
So if you don't help again, you have done your part. It's just simple. Yeah, the expectation that, okay, with this, I've tried.
Yeah.
You should be able to do something. Fine. And that's his own return. You understand? So it's not personal.
So having this keenness for generosity, how did it, what was your experience when you started having money? When you became a celebrity, you started having money. And now the expectation of the world is that you have to help.
Okay. First of all, when I blew and I started making money, I went broke.
You went broke.
I went broke. So broke. In fact, I've been broke so many times because I'm trying to support people. You understand? I'm trying to see people around me happy. I've been so many times I've been low on cash just because I'm not okay with the way someone is I'm seeing the person and I really want to support.
Yeah.
So at the point I discovered that this support of everything is not really about money.
Okay.
It can come in different ways. It can come in prayer.
Yeah.
It can come in psychological support. You understand? It can come with, just maybe letting that person close to you.
Yeah,
maybe
just to study what you
light
do. Yeah.
through you. Maybe they can see the light through you, not really money. So, I got to understand that, and, I've been better on my cash. I've been better on my cash. But really, it has been a good thing for me because even as I'm a dreamer too, I'm a seer.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm a seer. There was this song I was supposed to drop, and I didn't drop it. I saw it in the dream that, okay, your next song should be a street song. It's very obvious to me that, okay, I'm being told that your next song should be a street song. Then I released another song. Why? Just to be sure of what I saw. Okay? Because, okay, it works like this.
Yeah.
I'm seeing myself and people screaming, singing, which means it's a people song.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me to be sure, I have to drop a song that's is not a people song. Just to know if what I saw is right. So I did it.
But you've been seeing this since you were a kid. Why did you feel the need to test it now at that point?
Thank you. Okay, there's this point in your life you have to level up. What you are doing before it has gone. It's still good, but people has updated, and you need to be updated too. There's always that point in every creative life.
Yeah,
you need to upgrade. If you don't upgrade that pattern, whatever you're doing, you are still that good person, you are still that good artist.
Yeah,
but you won't get the result of things. So I was in that point in my career, I really need, that song that we just. Then I dropped another song.
Okay, but before you, yeah.
Then I dropped another song.
Yeah.
The song didn't go well, with $40,000 spent on promotion.
40K spent
on promotion. Then I dropped the actual street song, and I didn't even spend up to 20 million. Song was number 2 in the country, almost on number 1. I'm telling you, for real. I'm telling you, for 20 million to $40,000. Imagine.
Yes, hold that.
Imagine the margin.
So you dropped. Let me just get this part again.
Yeah.
You had a dream that you had the people song.
Yeah.
In the dream, what did you see?
Okay. People song. Everybody do the way I interpreted it.
Yeah.
Because when I dream, I try to sit down and interpret it. Because I'm so spiritual to the extent that I know when I'm dreaming. I'm conscious that what I'm saying is a dream. You know, you can be sleeping and you are dreaming and you don't know, you just wake up. I'm conscious that I'm dreaming and I'm holding tight to that dream. So I had this dream. People were singing along.
Yeah.
People were singing along. I was in the midst of crowds and everybody was shouting, everybody was singing, and to me, it's a people song. And definitely the people are from the street.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So 40 million in promoting the other song.
$40,000.
$40,000.
In promoting the opposite. I released the opposite of that kind of song. I spent $40,000. I now release a song that's similar to what
You got in the dream.
Me. And I didn't spend up to 20 million. All I did was just a video shoot. Why swear? It was just video shoot and video ads.
What did that confirm for you going through those two experiences? That's very expensive. Doing that kind of test is expensive.
It confirms my kind of music that I should be making. It confirms the purpose of why I'm doing music. It confirms the reason why I'm who I am. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
And it confirms like why I've been an, should I say, empathic person?
Empathetic person.
Empathetic person. So I'm a people's person.
I have to sit with this for I have to sit with this for a bit because I've never. And sometimes these revelations, do they all come in form of dreams?
Sometimes they come in form of numbers. They are negative numbers.
Yeah.
And they are positive numbers. And people don't really know these things. But so there's some numbers, they just flash through your eyes. You can see 222. You can see 444. You can see 1212. There are some numbers are negative and some numbers are positive. But I won't go deep into that. It's not that serious.
Okay. Maybe in another conversation, I'll invite you in and then we can talk these numbers. Because now I want to know. What if I sit here and a number flashes in front of me? How do I know it's a good number?
That's the thing.
You
cannot know. But when that kind of number flashes, calm down and reflect on what happened next after you saw that number. If you see that kind of number, what happened next? Maybe in the next 1 week, maybe it was good or bad. So that defines the kind of number you saw. It's a reflection. If you saw a number and the next thing that happens to you was just maybe your car crashed somewhere, something you just heard the bad news.
Yeah.
They're that kind of numbers. If it has flashed like that, just be conscious of whatever you are doing. Be conscious of where you are, your environment. Just be conscious and be careful.
Approaching life, having this gift, and approaching life like this, do you think it takes away some of the joy of not knowing? You know how? Because you get the sense of what would happen. That joy of not knowing what the next moment holds. Does it take away from you?
I'm not sure. It doesn't take it away. I feel like it's added more
to you,
to me, in terms of self-awareness, in terms of consciousness. You understand? It's it just make me a better person while I'm thinking, while I'm trying to make decisions. You understand? It's made me a better person, and that's why sometimes I have so much issues when I want to drop singles with my team because I'm always like I'm always watching out for things
Yeah.
before I take a move. You understand? And if
Yeah.
sometimes if I don't see those signs, I don't even want to drop songs. I want to be sure of what I want to do. You understand? So
Yeah.
most times we are always going back and forth, but I understand myself. I understand that there are some certain things I always watched out for. And it doesn't matter whatever the song is. I mean, there are signs. You understand? And I feel like it's working for me. You understand? And I mean, my goal in doing music is to win souls.
Wins. Okay.
Yeah.
You discovered your empathy early,
Mm-hmm.
and you became a musician because that is a great channel
Mm-hmm.
to connect with people and win souls and help people.
Yeah.
And how do you now balance that out, that purpose,
Yeah.
out with the demands of the industry?
Ah.
Because the industry requires you work in an industry that requires you to do certain things, that requires you to deny yourself a lot to be able to fit in.
At this point, I feel like I'm not in the industry anymore.
You're in the industry.
I don't feel like I'm in industry.
In what way?
I just okay in this sense, like my kind of music. I'm not doing my songs now for trend. I'm not doing the songs for trend because this beat is hot, this sound is hot. Let me jump on it. I don't think I'm in that space anymore. I just want to do this music for the reason I want to do it, and which is uplifting people's souls, making people self-conscious and being aware of who they are, and I mean, helping people go through life with my music. And I don't really think anybody wants to do that because, I mean,
yeah, you're playing. You have to play the rat race. You do the rat race. Play the game.
I mean, once in a while, yeah, songs like that. Okay, Mona collect. But I feel like I know my space already now. So if I want to do the industry thing, I give them blah blah blah. I go back to my thing, my purpose, and I feel like that's the balance.
Why is the industry thing important?
Yeah, thank you. I feel like you have to make money, and I feel like there's this Yoruba saying that "Táyé bá ń yí, ká máa bá wọn yí." Which means, how can I say it in English? Like the way things they go, you guys just follow up.
Okay.
You understand? Guys,
you have to stay active.
You have to stay active. So I feel like the most of everybody, especially the OGs, they are doing this music now just to stay active. They are staying. Some of them are staying going after their purpose, their goals, their reason for doing music, to do music now, just to stay active. They are not really on their own lane, on their own P. And which the industry has made everybody, our industry now is now a shine industry, American industry. Everybody eyes, everybody. I mean,
everybody hip hop.
Everybody wants to drive Ferrari.
Yeah.
They don't put all those things into our eyes to the extent that they make some of these young ones lose their purpose, lose their goals, have a reason for doing music aside from the material things. They are not even, there's no rollout plan from all these people now without the cars, without the shine. There's no reason. You are not giving the younger ones reason to do music. There's no purpose on ground. You understand what I'm saying? There's no purpose. They just want to do it and make it and, also be in the limelight. They want to trend, be on the blogs, shine it. What impact? That's the thing. What impact do you want to make? Because on a long run, we call this thing legacy. Yeah. What legacy are we leaving for these people? In fact, at the point, I have done shine everything. I stopped wearing them. I swear to God. I feel like this is not my purpose. I came out with Vision 2020. And that's a vision. That's a song with purpose.
The counter argument
Mm-hmm.
for your position would be, if you like being material things
Mm-hmm.
is the fastest and the most easily digestible way to show success, especially in a country like this that we have a lot of poor people.
Yeah.
And do you think seeing a lot of people, a few people, when you ask a few people why they make music, they'll be like, I want to be successful. And then when you ask them, why do you think music, why do you want to be successful? They'll tell you, because I want to acquire stuff and I want to live the life.
Yeah.
You don't think along that path, some of those people would, maybe that's what attracts them, but somehow when they achieve that, they can find, that's when they can bring out their real self.
Yeah, I don't think your yourself can come out with material things. I don't think purpose does not. I'm not sure it comes out from like material things. I feel it comes out from like a sense of reasoning,
Yeah.
a sense of feeling.
Yeah.
It comes out with is a sense of why. A sense of why.
Why? Yeah.
You
Answering
understand?
that question.
Yeah. Answering that question why.
And if the why is a Ferrari,
This is the why is a Ferrari.
yeah.
He will soon go back home. He will soon go back. Now that Ferrari will carry and go as. No worry. Because if you are doing something and there's not a backup reason, there's not a motive, there's not a major inspiration, there must be a reason why you're doing something. If there's no reason behind your reactions, there's no reason behind whatever you are doing, there will be a point that thing you are doing will ask you, why are you even doing this thing?
Yeah.
That's where you get stuck, because you don't even have an answer. Now you don't know how to move forward.
And music would ask you that question.
Music would definitely ask you. It will ask you. Because it's spiritual. There is a reason God has given every one of us a musical talent. Maybe because, okay, you can preach with your song. Okay, maybe because you can make someone fall in love. Maybe because your music can make someone sleep, solve insomnia. There are reasons behind all these things. And if you don't even know the why, you go back to the first step. You go back. So there should be a why.
In chasing that why, where does it now brush against all of the things that the industry requires us to do?
Like what?
An example. I once attended the Beat FM brunch. They did it in partnership with Sony. And over there, I smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
So over there, I ran out of cigarettes. I saw a guy smoking.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like an artist. And I go to him and I asked him, let me have one stick. And he pulls me close and he's like, brother, you know, we guys come out here, or go that corner, make a bring them out. I'm like, why? Just give me cigarettes.
Good.
And he's like, it inside nylon.
Okay.
So somehow within himself, it might be small to you. I just told him, bro, all of us smoke cigar. Give me a cigar. My own too, I will finish being the inside nylon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, for real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, say this place, no be where you go, where you gas package.
Mm-hmm.
So for someone to be, the general understanding now is that for someone to be successful, you have to package.
Yeah, definitely.
And that packaging is mostly material.
No, I don't think it's material.
Okay.
Having good clothes on you, looking nice,
Okay.
Nice skin, brushing your teeth, smelling well. You know, if you know how to dress without chains, I mean, some of us don't have these things before, and we look good. This guy does not have a chain on. He's looking good.
Yeah.
It's not dirty. I mean, that's package enough for your purpose. And that's why our people now, our young artists now, they run towards advance and all of these things, and they end up in being in debt to these companies and all of these things, and they have to hold their catalog for years, and years is what it is, but at the same time, it's because of these material things they go into debt, they go broke, they can't even fund their next project before because they don't go use their money buy big motor. I mean, I made that mistake too, and I learned. And I feel like, we just have to educate ourselves about these things. Look at Kendrick Lamar. He doesn't have so much bling bling. The likes of J. Cole, the likes of 21 Savage, but they are fucking rich. They are doing good music. People know them. They are famous. They have their lifestyle. And they are passing out good music without so much of Ferrari, so much of everybody getting thing. Let me just be sincere. Everybody getting it. Even if I get Ferrari money, I'll go naka. But at the same time, let's just let people know that it's not really about these things.
Yeah.
These are just aesthetics that me self guide. Now still the packaging.
Yeah.
But these young girls are coming up with this idea that you have to even acquire all these things. Even before having one eat, you go see one boy go just come on blog. They don't push him for a neck. Everything bling bling. Oh yeah, sing now. You go hear song. You go just the one that say what's going on. But in neck ice, ice, fake Gucci on high. Like they don't pack all this, and we have to let these people. It's not about these things. Do you have a purpose?
Do you have the music?
Do you have the music? Not everybody is necessarily to be spiritual.
Yeah.
But do you have the music? What is this? What is the impact of this music? There's some music that make people dance fine. You can even make people dance. That one is another special gift.
Yeah.
But what is the cocoa of all these things when the fundamental thing you don't have it? And all this funny record labels too. Let's just tell these boys, you just don't sign to anybody because you don't see car. One person don't carry one chain come put for your neck, guy. No, calm down. You have to ask questions. Have you signed any artist before? What are his works? I want to see. There are certain things you need to look out for before you even signing deals.
Yeah.
You understand?
But then the desperation and the land. Well, see the economy, man.
They go still go back to that desperation if they don't follow those basics, those fundamental things. Yes, we can say desperation. Some of us also sign some things with desperation. That's why I'm talking as an experienced person, not in order for them not to be so desperate.
Yeah, you made that error.
Yeah, that you go back to serious desperation. There's different from desperate and desperation. Desperate still dey your body. Desperation don't turn action.
True.
Desperation now, is it not verb? It's an action word. It don't turn say anywhere belle face. Desperation na action word o. Na serious. That one don't desperate, as if you can okay, if you come, I go quickly hold am. But now they wait me come again. Anywhere you dey go dance. Anywhere they say so you dey go dance. So before you use desperation or go back to serious desperation, calm down.
So as someone who has experienced this, and how did you get out of making these mistakes?
I feel like majorly I have a good team around me, and I have a good family. I have good friends. You understand? Those were my pillars when, I was just crumbling up and down, But people never really knew, to be sincere. I was just still, doing my thing, but it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I was able to get out through like, reflecting
Yeah.
on what made me be in that situation. Reflecting, going back to the things I did in the past that I wasn't supposed to do. Okay, and I was able to excuse myself because I didn't know. I didn't know. Fine. But now, if you are watching now, calm down. You cannot make all those mistakes now. You now say you don't know. You know, your body no just won't calm down. There are a lot of steps in this industry. One wrong move like this, you don't go home. People don't even want to hear you again. And that's where, because at that point, you'll be singing anything. I think that thing happened to me too. I was just singing different kind of music. I don't know exact my purpose in particular. I don't know my purpose. So I was just doing different kind of things. Just to be active. But at the point, I went back to which song blew me Vision 2025. Yeah. Okay, my first EP, what are the good songs on it? Okay, I was able to align with those songs that people really streamed from my music. Then I knew the kind of songs I should be making and the kind of song people accept from me, and that equals my purpose. Those are the songs that make me blue. That's my purpose.
So the Japanese, they have this saying, or that Japanese, they have a lot of cool philosophies and theory. But there's one they have. It's called Ikigai. Ikigai is the center point where, or the intersection where what you love doing, what makes you money, and what is valuable to the world, where they all come together. That center point, they call it Ikigai. And so they try to encourage everybody to discover that thing, because what makes you happy is good. It's for your soul. What is valuable to the world, that is things, when you talk about legacy now, the things you do that a lot of people can use and it outlasts you. That's where legacy, purpose come in. And then the third one is what makes you money. So in achieving purpose, in being valuable to the world, you're supposed to still
make money,
be okay with yourself.
I feel
you're supposed to be taken care of.
Yeah, I feel like those compositions are just English. Everything is same thing.
Okay.
Whether valuable purpose, because if you know your purpose, you know what to give out.
Yeah.
You'll make money through it, and you'll be valuable. Everything, the three is same thing. It's just different English. If you are valuable because you have something to give, which is your talent.
Yeah.
Or what makes you happy that you are giving out.
Yeah.
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 That makes you valuable. And if you are valuable, you will make money.
True.
So everything is, I don't let them use English scatter our head. No, is valuable, purpose, what you love, everything. I mean, at the point, I love giving.
Yeah.
You understand? I love giving. I love giving, and my music, I'm still giving. My purpose is a preacher in which a motivational speaker try to give from his soul to you what he understands. So now I love giving. My purpose is like being a preacher. Those two makes me valuable. You understand? Those two things.
Yeah.
What I love doing and my purpose makes me valuable. So let's come on the valuable first. Down in English.
So living in your truth makes you valuable.
Valuable. Everything with they pack together in English.
So it all comes down to purpose.
It comes down to purpose. Why? Then if you can answer why, then how?
Yeah. How can you achieve that why?
There are some certain things we should ask ourselves, and our younger ones coming should know. Why do you want to do this thing? Okay, you've gotten a reason. Okay, how are you going to do it? Okay, create around that. Then you have why. You have gotten your why and you have known your how. You will be valuable.
Yeah, you
Simple.
would be.
Yes.
Why? Yeah, still on the why. Why did you begin to, on a business level,
Yeah.
why did you add an artist to your record label? Because you signed FOLA.
Thank you so much. Fola has been with me for a few years, even before it was signed. He has always been in the studio with me, supporting when I'm writing and all of these things. So, my why, I asked myself, why do I want to sign Fola? Okay. Fola is a supportive system for Bella Shmurda.
Yeah.
It's like is like a weakness. I have a weakness. Okay, everybody has a weakness.
Yeah.
So let me say I have a weakness. Then Fola joining me close up that weakness.
He complemented your
Complemented
energy.
my weakness. That's why. I'm a street artist. Everybody know. Fola has this international sound I've been trying to create. He has this special kind of lovely vocal. My own is lovely, but it's spiritual. Your own is lovely, it's beautiful. So it compliments me. In the sense that there are some certain things I can't do. I can't give my fans. I sign for la, oh yeah, give them. You get this style, give them. Okay, you want to do this style, Asabian, let me write it for you, give them. So I feel like Fola compliments Bella Shmurda, and that's the reason why I signed him.
And you've carried him on your head, in a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
You have preached his gospel everywhere.
Definitely.
You have taken him to all your people.
Yeah.
Currently, you guys just released the record with Zlatan.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. And even in the marketing, you were in there. There was a video I saw on the internet where you were speaking about Zlatan and how he's been there for you as a friend. And so what I got to learn from that is your friends matter.
Yeah, definitely. They matter. They matter. I mean, they are part of people that help you grow. And if you want four, they go there among two.
So Fola is a friend.
Yeah, Fola is a friend. Fola is a brother.
Okay.
In fact, I don't see him like my artist. He's a friend. He has been a friend for a while. And I feel like, okay, it's time for me to come in for you. As you have always been there in the studio with me, supporting, okay, Bella, let's do it like this. Bella, let's arrange this one like this. It's time for you to come and showcase you properly. And yes, he's here with us. I supported him and to the world, I mean. And that's part of my purpose. So why am I doing music? Fola is part of the why. To support people, young artists that have good sound. Not for the chains. Not for the cars. I don't have Ferrari. But money within my pocket, you have Fola come. I know be Ferrari I won't buy now. You come. Let's give these people purpose. Don't give them a reason to be desperate. Give them a reason to, to be fulfilled and to have hope. Fola as the Danbana Republic artist is hope to another person.
Yeah,
It's an hope to someone.
Yeah.
That if Fola if you do himself. Let's give this younger talent hope. Don't let us put them in desperation. All these things we are doing, we don't know the kind of effect negative is having. It's not even positive. Because how many people papa get money like that?
Yeah,
We could just want to use all the aesthetics, everything, kilo the let the poor
breathe.
Kilo the powered. We know they're not get this money now, but give us hope. Don't give us hypertension. We have younger people that are coming. Don't give them hypertension. Don't let them give up so easily because they are looking at the standard and they are feeling like they cannot get there. You are giving, they cannot get there. They go, so you just give up. When I go reach this kind, no, give them a reason. I mean, you have this money, build music schools, brother. You can be more impactful in different ways. Music schools, yeah. You want to sing? Oh yeah, music school for free. Go and learn how to play something. There are labels outside scouting. Create a management that scouts for these people, that will help them see these people. You are a bridge now. Now you're a bridge.
Yeah.
So don't burn that bridge. You never even build and the bridge don't burn. Be a bridge to this thing. Be a bridge. Don't make it so far that people see success as something that is in their generation. Nobody will see it again.
Unattainable.
You make this success look like nobody can achieve it. No. I mean, yeah, people can be funny too, but I mean, there are ways to impact. I mean, you say you open free music school. Person will not go. You know, serious be that. If you know you want to really go school, at least you as an artist, we want to help people. You don't create a platform. Now, person will not go. You know, say you know ready. That one who don't come out. Then you will not even you. That one things like that. We filter people who are serious, that really want to do music.
Yeah.
That really knows their why. That really knows their purpose. I mean, there are better ways.
But how is signing? I hear you. And how is signing an artist? How is that changing the way you approach the music business now?
I feel like I see it in another light. I mean, in the sense that I have to sit back and watch things play out. You understand? Before I always be the one, okay, shorty plug the TV. They don't put on for radio. And now I see, try to put people in and okay, let's see what is going on. Now I can lean back and see the faults in what we are doing and in what I have also done, in what I am about to do too. I can see the fault easily that okay, fuck up one below Firibai. Okay, if FOLA on day like this and we do one like this, if we do this one like this, it's supposed to go like this. Now I can predict. Now with FOLA I can predict. I mean, I can predict songs that will blow. I mean, I can see a lot. I can predict someone that really has talent. I can predict years that you can use in the industry. With the way you move, with things you do, with, how you put things out, I feel like I can easily predict.
And does that make you a more valuable? Does that not even valuable? Does that make you a more fulfilled person?
Yeah, I'm fulfilled because things I didn't see while I was working on myself, I saw it while I was working on FOLA. Yeah, I feel fulfilled. I feel like, okay, I don't know something. Something has added to me. And I feel fulfilled because FOLA was able to come out and bring out good music and people were able to accept it. You understand? It's one of my like my plans. Why coming up that okay, I want to be like Badoo. I want to be like Olamide Badoo, and 5 years, 6 years to this thing, I have an artist already, and I'm in that lane already. You understand? So, and I tell my people that I may be next Badoo, but they don't believe why they say I'm.
Yeah.
Be next Badoo. You say I say it.
Yeah.
You know what? Now we go run this industry. 2 seconds, everywhere bust.
Everywhere. Everywhere bust. And just thank you. We've done nearly an hour of this.
Okay.
So and you spent a lot of time waiting for us to get our act together, and I'm grateful for that.
Because you are valuable. You know the purpose. You know the why. And I know the why. So we are both valuable.
Yeah.
So that's what we should let these people know. Let's make this thing, attainable to people.
And in all of this, we've started this conversation with understanding that your spirituality comes from empathy.
Yeah.
And how that bleeds into how you have lived your life, the way you have moved within the game, the things that matter to you and the things you look out for.
Okay.
And even down to extending yourself to put other people on. And I know the only satisfaction you get from it is the fulfillment of being of use, of impacting.
Yeah.
But beyond that, in this long journey so far, what do you keep for yourself? Like, you can give everything away.
Definitely, I keep for myself now. I keep for myself, definitely. I mean, I keep my joy.
Yeah.
I keep the fulfillment. I keep the reason why I'm doing this, which is, a good legacy that I'm trying to build on. And I feel like, the joy that comes with it, there's Grammy Award cannot give it to you. The joy that comes with, being supportive, being, helping someone and things are changing in their life. I mean, there are things that cannot be rewarded. And that's what I'm keeping to myself. So what I'm keeping to myself are not really the material things. It's not the money. The money will come if you are doing what you are doing properly. I don't have to chase it. I mean, the money will come in terms of having useful people around. It might not come in cash. So it's rewards come in different forms. I mean, there are people that can die for you because of you just did one thing in their life. And they will always be there for the rest of your life. And that's a reward.
And finally, for a lot of people who we work in an industry that's designed to be very individualistic. People believe that putting the next guy on takes away from them. The English will call it the zero-sum game. Another person winning somehow diminishes your ability to win.
Example like Don Jazzy, he did not take anything from that man. He even added more. Example, Olamide Badoo, he did not take anything from him. He added more. Examples on examples on examples. So when you say that, it's individual thinking.
Yeah.
It's individual. That one is a personal thing.
Yeah.
Now, what you want to do you with your life, you don't choose, say, what help.
Yeah.
You don't choose, say, okay, if I help this one, it has been something part of you that they cannot take away.
Yeah.
You are just like that.
So it's not the industry, it's the
not
person.
The industry. It's that person's personal problem that he needs to sit down and ask himself, why I don't want to support someone and I'm in that space to do it. So, yeah, he needs to get his why out.
Thank you.
Thank you so
much. Thanks for doing this. Thank you for this has been my this has been my best this has been a very beautiful episode. Thank you. We'll do this again. Bless, man.